thought the atmosphere was great with all those kids. I really want to credit my staff, Jill Culberton, the marketing department, Bethany, Lauren. I'm probably forgetting the other people, but Jenny. People really worked hard to put this together, and I think it makes a huge impact on the several thousand kids that were here. And I think it's fun to remember that the platform we have is the most important thing that we do. And those kids don't care whether we shoot well or not. They don't care whether we're getting all the rebounds. So that's probably a good thing, and they'll leave here happy. But it was a great day in terms of Cal women's basketball. In terms of us, I was very concerned about this game. First, because Riverside's good. They're a veteran team. John's one of my good friends. He's a terrific coach. He has his team playing well. And also because, we're coming off of a big win and we have a young team, and that's what coaches do. They worry about the next one. I thought, all in all, Riverside probably outplayed us today. They did them better than we did us, but our kids were tough enough to get the win. I'm proud of us for that. I thought people made big plays, but they caused us some problems. We definitely came out a little bit sluggish. We found a way in the second half, and we'll take it and move on. But I think it's a good lesson, for our team that we have to find our own intensity level, every single time we step on the floor, and all opponents are good, particularly this one.
The story of the game is probably much the third quarter. And you guys didn't outscore them any other time except for that quarter and this tie in the fourth. What did you tell the team at the half to sort of get that spurt?
It was mostly about us. Their game plan was really good. They played a sagging man. They run their motion cuts. So I wanted us to be less concerned about what they were doing and do us at a faster pace. I do think we have, if you want to call it like spurtability. We're lucky we got that one run because like you pointed out, it was nip and tuck, and we were a little behind the rest of the way. So I think that's what you rely on sometimes when you have the athletes and the high level players that we have, that we can just, when we need to, go on a run. But obviously we don't want it to be like that. But we just told them at halftime to pick up our intensity level, to not worry so much about what they were doing on defense, and get to our spots and try to make plays. And we did that. Obviously, we hit a lot of big clutch shots, particularly these two right here, AT and Courtney hit some really big threes, so that was important.
Was there any emphasis on stopping Vereen at all?
Yes. Yeah, we talked about it. Obviously, she had a terrific first half with 13 points. I think, we slowed her down a little bit in the second half. But they have sort of an equal opportunity offense, so it's hard to game plan for one particular person. You sort of game plan for the system because they do a lot of screening and cutting, and they get loose, and they they hit shots. Luckily, we did, I thought, a really good job on Crane, to hold her to 12 points, which is below our average and some of the other kids. But obviously, Varen, if that's how you say it, had a day.
Lindsay, expand a little on the importance of Schoolhouse Rock. How important is a day like this for this program, this community, the kids in the building, just from an overall perspective?
It's one of my favorite days of the year. I really think that we're the community's team. We're the University of California. I think, our young women basketball players understand that they're role models in the community. And to be able to get so many kids here, I told the players, this may be the only time they see a basketball game. This may be the only time they see a college campus. This may be the only time they see you, and they're going to want to strive to be you. Or maybe they want to strive to be someone who sings the national anthem or works behind the table or to be the referee. It encourages kids to dream bigger and to have that platform as college athletes and as coaches. I think that's the best part of the job, and so I think this is a really special day, and I'm really proud that we got so many kids here to experience it. I know they did like experiments at the timeouts and some trivia and things just to get them engaged in academics and in athletics.
Courtney, talk a little bit about what it means to you.
I love it. I love kids, so I tried to spend as much time as I could out there before I came in here. It's fun. The atmosphere is great. They're screaming. They're just happy to be here. And this is probably by far one of the best days playing at Cal.
Aisha, can you talk just a little about your comfort level right now? It looks like you're feeling fresh and you're really comfortable out there taking big shots and willing to kind of step up in the team needs to. You can talk about your mentality and just how you're feeling out there on the court.
Coming in here, I had to be confident. Taking this role, I had to be confident. And just having the trust of my teammates and the coaches, it helps me even more.
Asia, what's different about waking up for a morning basketball game?
I knew it was game day. I knew that just way more hours before than I'm used to. But when it's game time, we just gotta turn it up and play.
You're a local kid. Talk a little bit about what it's like to see all these schools here and schools that you've heard of and students that have maybe seen you play at Fishbowl Down.
Like Coach G said, kids out here, especially locally, they don't get this chance. So for me, coming from this area, it really made me not take things for granted. And it was fun hearing all these kids. It was loud, very loud, but I appreciate it though.
Anything else?
One more question. Sorry. So, UCLA, you know, they had that heralded incoming class, and people expected a lot of them. And, you know, it's not that they underperformed, but that's a lot of pressure to put on young kids to come in and perform at that level. But we have here first years who are coming in and performing at the level people thought UCLA's team class was. Can you talk a little bit about that and what makes these two different?
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about our freshmen and our team. And I think when you have incoming freshmen, maybe the most critical ingredient in their success is the returners that we have around them. Our others returners happen to be young too, but they've done an incredible job, and that's Courtney, Casey, Nina, Michaela, Gabby. Like, we've talked about making an environment where the freshmen can come in and thrive. I'm not afraid, as you all know, to throw freshmen into the fire and let them learn through experience. And I think it's the combination of their natural talents. I mean, we recruit, these young women for a reason, because we know they can perform, but it's their natural talents, it's their coachability, their maturity level, their willingness to, step in and be part of Cal basketball, and it's also the returners making that environment conducive for that. So you love recruiting rankings, you love the excitement of that, but I've always said it's about the fit and what you're doing once you get here. And I think that, we like where we're at right now, and we can still get better. I think UCLA's got a lot of good stuff in front of them, so I don't really, think about last year, but sometimes it's harder than it looks to put a team together and make it gel.